and welcome to SW. I'm Eileen Fries.
I'm Damir Vidovic. I'm a project engineer in technical sales specializing in medical technology and precision mechanics.
Damir and I are standing here in our technology center to take a look at what medical technology really means for SW. Damir, maybe you can start by telling us why you're working with medical technology here at SW. What's your background?
Yeah, so before SW, I worked at a medical technology company that manufactured implants and surgical instruments. My responsibility spanned practically the entire process, from developing the extended workbench to programming the machine and producing and measuring the parts.
Über die Programmierung der Maschine, Produktion der Bauteile und das Vermessen der Bauteile.
A real expert, which is why we're here at our expert talks. First, I'd like to talk about the machine behind us. We chose this spot specifically. Why is the BAW0222i so impressive? Maybe first you can tell us what BAW0222i even means.
Sure. So this is what we call a W machine. That means the machine is powered by a linear motor. O2 stands for our smallest model. It was specially designed for medical parts, as well as precision mechanic parts. The first 2 stands for the twin spindles that work parallel to each other and machine 2 parts at once. The last digit, also 2, stands for the 2 work tables, one in the loading area and one in the work area where machining takes place. And lastly, the I represents our robot, which can be seen here. This is our integrated automation, which is attached to one of our standard machines.
Und zu guter Letzt das I sieht man hier mit unserem Roboter. Das ist die integrierte Automation, welche an eine wesentlich unveränderte Maschine angedockt wird.
Exactly. Of course, there are a lot of important features that all SW machines have, but maybe you can tell us a few special features about the WO2?
Yeah, all of our machines are built with a monoblock design. This machine is special because it has a box-in open box design for the spindles, where they're positioned horizontally. This creates high rigidity and high dynamic, as well as a weight reduction on this machine. The input from the linear motors are 80 meters per minute on the x-axis and 120 meters on the y and z axes. And it also has acceleration values of 16 and 24 square meters per second, respectively. It's a really fast machine.
Bei 80 Metern pro Minute in der X-Achse sowie bei 120 Metern in der Y- sowie in der Z-Achse. Und mit Beschleunigungswerten von 16 bzw. 24 Metern pro Sekunde zum Quadrat, Entschuldigung, ist sie wirklich eine sehr schnelle Maschine.
Small and fast.
Small and fast.
What are the advantages of using the integrated automation?
Well, behind us right now is a ceiling-mounted robot. Like we said before, the machine hasn't changed much, which means the integrated automation can also be installed later on. In this area, which is easily accessible, if we swivel the robot backwards, we can install, for example, deburring, brushing, or washing stations. And of course, a big benefit is the small space requirement. The machine itself takes up 4 square meters, and with the integrated automation, it's just 5.6 square meters.
Genau, und nicht zu vergessen natürlich der geringe Platzbedarf. Die Maschine selber liegt bei 4 Quadratmetern Stellfläche. Und mit der integrierten Automation sind wir gerade mal bei 5,6 Quadratmetern.
It's space efficient and also cost efficient. If you don't need to automate an entire process or integrate more robots, integrated automation is a really good plug-and-play solution because the customer can put it on their shop floor, plug it in, and you're ready to go, so to speak. Damir, you brought a few workpieces with you today. Of course, none of them are customers' workpieces for privacy reasons, but maybe we can take a look at these 2 workpieces. Could you tell us why we have them here, or what these are?
Aber vielleicht können wir trotzdem uns diese 2 Werkstücke mal anschauen, dann kannst du uns auch kurz erklären, warum wir die haben oder was das alles ist.
Yeah, so here we have our anniversary bone plate for SW's 25th anniversary. It was designed and produced right here in the Technology Center. The other part is a trade show part, and it was also designed and produced in the Technology Center. This was the beginning of our experience with producing medical technology on our machines, and I have to say, the results were really very good.
Messbauteil, ebenfalls bei uns hier im Haus konstruiert und hier im Technologiezentrum hergestellt. Das waren so die Anfänge, um Erfahrungen in der Medizintechnik zu sammeln auf unseren Maschinen und ich muss sagen, mit wirklich sehr guten Ergebnissen.
Great. So those were bone plates. Okay, then what is this here? It looks dangerous. What is this? What can you tell us about it?
It can be dangerous if it's used incorrectly. These are bipolar forceps. These aren't finished on a machine in our 2 series, but instead on a machine in our 3 series, the 321 to be exact. And there we have the case of 2 spindles, but only 1 work table, because there's a bar feeder in front of the machine, which feeds the machine raw material for production.
Auch wieder den Fall 2 Spindeln, aber nur ein Arbeitsraum, da vorgelagert ein Stangenlader sich befindet und die Bauteile somit von der Stange abgearbeitet werden.
And that's another custom solution that SW developed for our customers. Again, at SW, we really like to look at the technology and the product itself to find the best solution for it. We don't want to just sell you a machine, but a solution instead. Damir, what are the challenges that come with these workpieces?
Damir, was sind denn Herausforderungen, die grundsätzlich mit diesen Werkstücken einhergehen?
Well, the main challenges are adhering to the tolerances and handling materials that are difficult to machine. On the other hand, for medical technology, there's always a lot of value placed on surface quality. We strive to find the best tool and clamping concepts for you so that the quality of these surfaces meets all the requirements.
Da sind wir bestrebt, die besten Werkzeugkonzepte und Spannkonzepte für Sie zu finden, damit einfach diese Oberflächen entsprechende Qualitäten haben.
What about the other workpieces in front of you? We have another box. What can you say about them?
Was kannst du uns dazu sagen?
These parts belong to the precision mechanics field. Here we have a few watch cases that we made here as customer tests, as well as our own creations for trade shows. The requirements are similar to the medical parts. The tolerances on the surfaces are really tight, because these are mostly visual parts and they need to look nice. Another factor for these parts, just like for medical technology, is the cycle time. For example, the machining time for the bone plates is usually 30 to 60 minutes. And with our twin spindle solution, we can finish 2 parts in this time instead of just 1.
Was hier natürlich auch zum Tragen kommt, genauso wie in der Medizintechnik, ist die Taktzeit. Oftmals betragen die Bearbeitungszeiten 30, 60 Minuten bei solchen Knochenplatten zum Beispiel. Und mit unserer zweispindeligen Lösung haben wir in dieser Zeit eben 2 Bauteile gefertigt und nicht nur eines.
And of course, our automation solution also works really well here because with this plug-and-play solution, you can put a lot of raw parts on these trays. Then the robot picks them up and loads them, and then unloads them from the machine. That means that the machine can run unattended, and if something goes wrong, the IDS system will notify you that you have to tend to the machine. We chose to be in the Technology Center for a specific reason. Damir, why is it so important for our customers in the medical industry that we have this Technology Center here?
Technologiezentrum heute aus einem besonderen Grund nochmal ausgewählt. Damir, warum ist es besonders vor allen Dingen für Kunden in der Medizinindustrie, dass wir dieses Technologiezentrum hier haben?
When we receive inquiries from customers, if the customer requests it, we can forward it here to our Technology Center and carry out a special customer test, so you're not blindly buying a machine. We design a clamping fixture that will clamp the part. Then we work hand in hand with the tool manufacturers. We guarantee the best solution for the clamping concept and, of course, the machining strategy. And you can also be convinced of our quality in person here at our Technology Center.
So garantieren wir die beste Lösung im Spannkonzept und natürlich in der Werkzeugstrategie und können Sie dann hier bei uns direkt im Technologiezentrum von unserer Qualität überzeugen.
We're happy to invite you here so you can see the machines for yourself. Contact us if you're interested in visiting us here in Waldmassingen. Damir, could you maybe give us a small summary of what we've talked about today? What do you want our customers to take away?
Was würdest du unseren Kunden noch mitgeben wollen?
Of course. Well, with us, you're set up well for the future. We're constantly enhancing our machines and implementing the latest machining strategies, such as trochoidal milling, which our machines are perfectly suited for. This helps us minimize the time of the roughing process, which is important for the overall time. Then, the multiple spindles, like we mentioned before, are a real big advantage. The setup efforts are low because we set up the machine in advance. For example, this machine can hold up to 2 × 60 tools, which allows you to keep tools for several workpieces ready in the machine. And finally, factors such as the space and energy requirements. Instead of 2 machines, you only have 1.
Alle schon mal positionieren können. Und ja, schlussendlich sind da noch solche Faktoren wie der Platzbedarf und der Energiebedarf. Statt 2 Maschinen haben Sie nur eine.
Exactly. As a system solution provider, we're of course happy to receive your inquiries, whether it's for a specific workpiece or just to get to know us. Damir is always here to talk to you. If you have any questions, you can also send them in an email. Damir, thank you for the interview.
Damir, vielen Dank für das Interview.
Thank you.
We hope to hear from you soon. Thanks.